Yeah. Welcome to West Coast We Active podcast, number one independent podcast in the world. I need you to go to WestCoastWeActive.com, number one independent website in the world. Why, you ask? Because it's me, Big Silencer, DJ Heavenly, Jaron Draws, and the whole family. Tune in, stay active, don't miss out, get some merch, freshen up. Summertime's coming. We need to stay busy. Much love to y'all. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, do all that good stuff, and get at me. Yeah. We got Big B. Happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday, my brother, Big B. My dog, tonight we are having hip hop drinking stories. I got some Voodoo Ranger, IPA Imperial, and I want to hear from you. How are you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. And it's crazy. My birthday was yesterday. It's crazy we're linking up this way today. I don't know if you remember, but last year I was in Hollywood for my birthday, and you and DJ Heavenly brought me a cake on Hollywood Boulevard. And then we ended up bumping into, gosh, what's the D's Nuts guy's name?
Oh, yeah, these nuts.
I can't remember. But I was carrying the ice cream cake right there on Hollywood Boulevard, and we bumped into, I can't think of his name right now. It's been a long day.
You know what's crazy is that motherfucker is a huge motherfucking influence in the world, and that fool was hurting that day. I felt like he was doing bad. I was like, oh, fuck. Melvin.
Well, yeah, Melvin or Welvin.
Is it Melvin or Melvin? Welvin. Yeah, damn, that's Welvin. Crazy.
Yep.
I had to bring you that cake, man. You're my boy. You've done a lot for me. You do a lot behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know about the people behind the scenes. So I like to bring those people to the light because I was once a person behind the scenes before I came to the front line. So let's get into your story, where you come from and how you started in the game.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And when you talk about being an influence, is really, I'm lucky enough to have, a lot of friends in this industry and a lot of very influential people. And, I'm not in the music business, but I like to make connections. If I can link two people together and they can take it and run with it, man, it feels good, because these days we're in a world where everybody wants to hurt each other, but there's not enough people trying to help everybody, even if there's not something in it for them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to only do something or go the extra mile if they're benefiting or profiting from it. And we just need to start helping each other all succeed. So that's kind of, what I do.
Yeah, man. And if anyone could learn from somebody, that'd be you, because you've been around the block. You're an OG. You don't bullshit nobody. You've never bullshitted me. Like, I'll put it out there right now. This is one of the homies. This is the homie that actually plugged me in with the legendary Bay Area Spice One. He got the song done. He brought Spice One to my pad. We knocked out the track, and we made a hit that's here forever. And that's something I hold special, bro, because you didn't get at me for no money. You didn't get at me for nothing. You were just like, let's do this and let's make it happen. You're like, and Spice One ended up being really good people, you know what I mean? Just like you.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, and you're right. The thing, everybody wants to be in charge of the money. And it's like, when I hooked that day up, there was a little bit, but it wasn't like pay me so I could take my cut off the top. I mean, I had you pay him direct. You feel me? That way, that I'm just trying to take, Spice One has been a brother of mine for like 10 years. And, you've been a brother of mine for now like 2 or 3 years. But all I want to do is make the connection. You feel me? Like, I don't need to piggyback off your money or, his money. So, it's just about helping people, man. The world's crazy right now. And if more people just helped each other, the world would be a whole different place.
Man, ain't that right, man? Fucking. I've been saying that shit a lot lately. Like, fuck, bro. I'd be so much further if people would just open doors for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a very valuable influence in this game. I know I could do a lot for people. It's just a lot of people don't give me that shot, So I appreciate you giving me
it's one. Because people want to benefit off of what they can bring, Like, I have artists that, I'll help book a show for, and I'll tell them how much it is. But when it comes time to pay the deposit, don't pay me, pay the man. You feel me? Like, I mean, I'm fortunate enough in my own careers of sales to not need to, profit off of rappers and people who are out there trying to make it, because it's hard today.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Like, how did you establish yourself as the OG that you are today? Like, I know you own homes, you own vehicles. I don't know many people that be owning homes and cars and traveling and living life like you, bro. Like, you really get around. Like, I know your friends are rapping for it. He's got a song called "I Get Around." You know what I mean? Like, these guys all been around. Like, I'll be around everyone. Like, you are that person they're rapping about. You know what I mean? Like, how did you
Yeah.
come across all these icons in the game? You know what I mean?
It's actually weird how it happened is I met, so long before I was in the hip hop business, I was selling cars down in Palmdale, California, where I met Afro Man, because Afro Man and I are both from there. But like, we were cool, but we kind of fell out. Not fell out on a bad note, but like he moved to the Midwest, became Afro Man. Like, I knew him as Joseph, and I had an employee that sold cars for me, who ended up becoming Mickey Avalon's DJ. And they were on tour, and I came to see a show, and I ended up becoming real cool with Mickey Avalon. Well, through the years, I've taken a lot of trips with Mickey. I've been to like 22 states with him, and I've
Wow.
just met people through that connection, if you will. And, if you live your life, I was just telling my kids this today, if you live your life and you be who you are, someone's either going to accept you and, want you around, or they're not. And me and Mickey Avalon and his wife, kind of just hit it off. And, everybody I meet, I'll meet on artist, and, 6 months, a year later, like, we're homies talking regularly. Rappin' Forte opened a lot of doors for me when it comes to Bay Area artists, Spice One, just because I just am who I am who I am. It sounds bad, but I really am.
No, I know, but how do you, if you could teach these young cats in the game, I mean, like, not everyone has to be a rapper, not everyone has to be a producer. There could just be people that are cool, people that are fans, actually out there supporting the movement like yourself. Like, how do you hold that down? Like, what inspired you to follow that path?
The biggest thing I can tell the youngsters today, whether they're rappers or not, is just be yourself, be real, and don't get pleasure in other people's demise. I've
Mm.
made artists a lot of money, where, I might be on the road with Spice One on a day, and he's like, I'm buying you sushi for that show. And I'm like, you don't got to buy my sushi. He's like, I'm going to buy it, or we're going to fight, like, just because they're appreciative, and just help everyone, no matter what it is, help everyone succeed.
Well, can we get into it? How did you come across meeting Spice One? That's a fucking icon in the game. When did you meet Spice?
So I met Spice at a Reno Summer Jam in 2013, and I was backstage because of Ditch, who you interviewed last week, and Rappin' Forte. And Ditch and I had just walked out back because Ditch wanted to smoke, and Spice was out there, and he was leaning up against the wall. I'll never forget, just smoking and talking. And we started talking to him, and before we know it, like, we're hanging out the whole night. And then he comes to Reno a month later, and I'm tapping in and just offering my services, like, whether it be, hey, if, I see you're coming to Reno, I got a comp on a room, like, you let me hook you up, not because I'm trying to buy friends or anything, but again, help the next man up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can save Spice, $250 or $300 on on a suite that he's going to pay for, but I got one for free, help him. You know what I'm saying? Help the next person. And over time, it just, you build friendships. His kids are like, nieces to me. He's got 4 girls, and He's watched my kids grow up. My son's 16 and Spice has been around since he's been 7, 8 years old. And they're just human beings like you and I. But, if you have an extra dollar, that you have to use, then use it and just help. And it just grows great relationships.
Yeah, man. That's why you are Big B, and that's why a lot of people turn your way when they need something because they know they'll get results, bro. That's the type. That's a good person to be in this world. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't turn to people where they don't get results.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I
And
mean?
it's not even like I'm not even saying, that people are turning to me, but more I'd rather just, if I've got it, I want to give it to you. There's people around Bishop. 1 year we were going to the Chicago Players Ball and I had an extra flight I had to use. So I text Bishop and I said, "Hey, who can use a flight? Because I have to use it."
Right.
And I flew one of his best friend's girls out to Chicago. And it was like, just I got it. Let's use it.
Yeah, see what I mean? You guys open up your damn hearts for people. It might get you somewhere in life because,
Quit hating, man. Quit hating and start loving and want to see, make sure you want to see everybody at the top with you.
yeah, man. What can you tell us any stories where you seen somebody actually make it to the top and then they came back down to reality? And do you have any stories like that?
Shit, every OG rapper. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be honest, and I'm not being an asshole, but like I said this the other day, you see a new age rapper, walking around on Instagram with $1 million in cash, or buying $500,000 necklaces, and that's all good, and I'm proud of them, like. But it took the OGs, almost every OG rapper, they signed the bad deals. They got taken advantage of. They didn't know what to do. And then their education paved the way for artists today. Even Snoop, who I love to death, said on an interview, he ended up buying Death Row because he wanted to buy his own Doggy Style album.
right.
He didn't even own that album.
Yeah.
So the thing is, a lot of these guys have made it to the top, but these OGs from the 80s, 90s, and very early 2000s, it was their misfortune that paved the way and taught the youngsters today how to make their money. And and they're all proud of it. No one's walking around going, "Oh, Lil Baby has 200 million because of this." It's just learn from other people's mistakes, if you will. Everyone's seen All Eyes on Me. Everyone's seen Straight Outta Compton and seen these deals that these OGs signed because they were young black men in America in the 80s and 90s and didn't have the know-how or the knowledge to sign the deals that these artists are signing today, if you will.
Right. Man. This guy, you could write a damn novel about this shit, bro. You know
Yeah.
their damn pocketbooks.
Yeah, I've been around for a long time, man, and I got a lot of people, respect me, and it's not, it's just because I just want to see everybody win. I told people a long time ago, like you said, I have houses, and I just turned 39 yesterday, and I've been fortunate. I do own 3 houses. I'm in escrow on my 4th house. I raised 2 of my 3 kids, and it's just because I've worked my ass off. But in the same time, being rich by yourself is lonely, right? So, if you can afford to take these trips and do this and do that or whatever you want to do, but everybody else, that you love can't go with you, then what are you doing? So that's why I'm saying, help everyone. Help everybody. If you've got an extra $5, help. My kids and I go on Thanksgiving because we're not big on Thanksgiving. We go to the homeless shelter and serve food. just because.
And shit, and it comes back to you, dog. Like I said, like I never see you struggling. I never see you ever hurting. I mean, you go through a lot of shit in life just like a normal person, but you're not begging somebody for anything and you're not hurting, dog. So I salute you for that.
I've been fortunate.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate in that sense, but you know, I still want to see everybody succeed. I don't want anybody hurting. I mean, I hate, you know, I pay, like for an example, you know, I'm the guy that calls and, you know, donates $20 a month to, you know, kids in Ethiopia. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if you've got it, share it. You can't take it with you. You just can't take it with you.
You got a wide variety of people that support you, and they walk in all walks of life. What do you see yourself doing with all this, man? Because you got like a big network under your belt. Like, what do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years going with this? Like, I see you just building up a giant momentum, and you sit back, you smoke your cigars, and you just, you know, like what you could do so much. Like, what do you feel like you want to really do with it, man?
You know, it's crazy to be on this podcast and say this, but I feel like I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know enough about hip hop. Yeah, I have a lot of celebrity friends and I've made a lot of connections, but I just want to keep helping my friends eat. I just want to keep putting steak on the table to everybody I know. And that's the truth of the matter.
Yeah, somebody said that's deep. That's deep shit, bro. Like I trip out on people that have the whole world in their hands. You know what I mean? They just be like living day to day, and you're one of them, dog. You just take care of your family. You just roll. That ain't easy to do. Much influence, like you people with the bitch everywhere you go. You dish everywhere you go. You know, you're around a lot of big bosses doing big things. And you know, you just stay out the way, dog, and that's what keeps you balling, bro. Because a lot of people try to stay in the mix too damn fucking much. You know what I mean? Too much, and it just don't make no damn sense all the time, you know?
Right, and I don't know if you guys can hear me well because you've been cutting out just a little bit, but like to answer that question, like about Bishop, you know, my homeboy Ditch, I met Ditch through Rappin' Fote, and we were at a pizza place. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfect.
Okay. So, like, I met Ditch. I was just in town in Orange County, and we were sitting at a pizza place, and, you know, he was like, hey, I'm helping Bishop do this radio show. And I'm like, well, you know, I'll bring Mickey Avalon on. And that's where Ditch and I really made the connection. And I'll never forget like Bishop because, you know, I've been around the game and I've been around hip hop my whole life. Like, you know, I was kind of starstruck at first, right? Like I'm going to go see Bishop Don Magic Juan. And, you know, Bishop pulls in and is like, the first thing he says, because his parking spot was taken up, was like, hey, Ditch, what spot should I park in? And it was kind of like weird to me, right? Because I'm like, this is the Bishop Don Magic Juan. Right. And just from that day, and that was probably, you know, 10, 11 years ago, again, just being who I am, you know, Bishop and I hit it off, and I've been to every ball. I just missed this last ball because of my health. It wasn't good, but like I've been to balls with Bishop in LA, Chicago. I've been to his daughter's house. Like I can go knock on Bishop's daughter's house door right now and be let in. I've been in Atlanta with him. I've been in Tennessee with him. Like, again, it's just being who you are. You don't have to fake. You don't have to pretend you're someone you're not. Just be you. And people are either going to accept that or not.
Yeah, I got into it with some cat in front of the Wild and Out in San Diego. He was tripping on all the pimp cups and shit. He was like, oh, those must be pimp cups and hoe cups. And fucking, I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck you say? Because he said it to my wife. And I was like, bro, you need to watch your fucking mouth, homie. I said, these are cups for kings and queens. You know what I mean? And he was like, I said, you shouldn't even come without one like that. and he started getting into like some African talk and some crazy gibberish, and like the homie was 2 seconds away from getting popped in the mouth, right?
Well, and here's the proof. The proof is that's a hater.
Yeah,
You
but
know
it's
what I'm
just
saying?
like a lot of people don't understand that just because you're around it doesn't mean you're some fucking pimp. You know what I mean? I'm a boss. I need to be a pimp. You know, I got just because a bishop's a pimp. I mean, you know, like that. Bishop walks around with fucking NFT guys and shit that make little blessed tapes and shit nowadays. He don't fucking hang. Bishop's been out of that game for so long. He just keeps the stilo. You know what I mean?
So, and I'll tell you again, if you're a guy that no matter what business and if you're a guy that made your money selling cars, if you're a guy that made your money pimping, if you're a guy that made your money doing NFTs, if you're a guy that made your money in IBM, if someone can't have what you have and they don't have the mentality or the drive to get to where you're at, guess what they're going to do? They're going to hate. They're going to hate. You know, look at Tupac. You know, I'll go back to stories. You know, Tupac signed a 3-album deal with Suge Knight, who I know Suge Knight very well, for bail money and $500,000. One of those albums was All Eyes on Me, the biggest selling hip hop album in the world, in history. And he got $500,000 for it.
Jesus. Man,
but you know what? He was in jail, facing a big charge, and was going to get out plus get $500,000 in the 90s.
Yeah, back then that shit was like $2 million.
You know, and he didn't have, being a street kid, he didn't have the know-how to negotiate that deal or find the right person, if you will. So if someone can't be you, they're going to hate on you. Bottom line.
And also, I think misunderstanding, also like nature and shit. Like we're like fucking animals out here. Somebody that fears you is gonna attack you. You know, someone that feels like unmatched is gonna fucking make you feel nervous. Like I don't like that shit. Like that's why I told him. I said, bro, just keep walking. You know what I mean? Like this isn't even the time or place. Like look at how I'm dressed. You know what I mean? Look at how my guests are dressed. Like just let it go. Like, but
if they can't be you, they're gonna talk about you. And if we can just get, especially in this divided world we're in with the blacks and the whites and the, Mexicans and the, Mexico did this and Ukraine did this. If we all just get on the same page, man, and the same page is wealth and success. And I'm not talking necessarily money, but health and success. And we all helped everybody exceed. Guess what? Not as a country. I'm not talking about United States, but I'm talking about as a world. We're a force that can't be messed with. So quit hating on your neighbor and let's all win.
That's what WestCoastWeActive, man. We could win anything. You know what I mean? Like I always look at that as the acronym and shit. Like we could win anything in this bitch. You know what I mean? Like I really believe that the next person. I got so many fans. I was just telling the homie today, my biggest fan is in fucking Amsterdam. Speaks a different language. I can't even talk to him. I'm gonna get him on here just to try to translate and talk to him, but I'm gonna get him on here one of these days. Been my fan for fucking 10 years. You know what I mean? Like I've never even been to Amsterdam.
And that's the exact part of when I try to make these connections, right? Like in the music business, whether you're country, hip hop, folk, or rock, it doesn't matter. If you do something and you create one fan, you've won, right? Because that one fan, you're going to be driving in his car next week and he's going to be playing something he's never heard. So it's not like, how quick can we get to 100 million? It's like, how quick can we earn enough fans to get us to 100 million? And that's how I feel. Like, I'll give you an example. Afro Man and Spice One had never met. I introduced them. I put them in a studio together. And then I had them do my birthday party 4 years ago in a couple spots in Oregon. Well, the song they did together called Liquor Store was filmed over our 4-day tour for my birthday bash. So if you watch the Liquor Store video, you'll see, well, you won't see me because I'm always behind the camera, but you'll see my kids, both my ex-wives, Friends, the show. Yeah, both of my ex-wives. You know, the shows we did.
Big B lives a crazy life, y'all. He ain't joking. He
And it
really did
became no. I mean, you guys can look, watch the liquor store video.
So that was in Oregon where they filmed that?
Yeah, it
Man,
was in
that's
Klamath Falls and in Medford. So I was living in Klamath Falls at the time, and I couldn't find a hip hop venue. So I found a wedding hall, and I turned a wedding hall into the most gangster. I mean, you have Afro Man and Spice One. You know what I'm saying?
So was
But like,
Daddy I don't mean to cut you off because Daddy V's on that song singing the hook. Was he there with
right,
them or
he
did they
was
just
there.
send? Oh, okay, because that's a fucking shout out to Daddy V, OG Daddy V, Cadillac Radio, Snoop Dogg music. This
Daddy
motherfucker
V's the homeboy.
he just put my song in rotation every Friday with Spice One, actually West Most Wanted on Snoop Dogg's radio. So I didn't mean to cut your story in half, but Daddy V is on the hook of liquor store, and he's a dope ass OG and showing me a lot of love right now.
Yeah. And if you watch in the background, you'll see my bodyguard, you'll see my kids, you'll see both my ex-wives. Like, but that's how small a connection can be. And then a song comes out, you know? So the bottom line is just don't ever think, you know, if you're, I mean, if you're an artist and you're performing for 5 people because the show didn't sell, if you earn one of them, one of the people as a fan, you've won.
Church Tabernacle, man, I believe you. You know what? I always love that feeling of walking into the club and being a normal cat, you know what I mean? Mingling with the people, chilling. They don't even know you're on the bill because I'm still underground. I ain't famous and shit.
Yeah.
And then you go on stage and you kill that motherfucker. And then they're like, damn, I was just shoulder to shoulder with homeboy. Homie was cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Buying his homies beers and shit, you know, and then they see you go up there and kill that shit. And then you walk back out there and it's a different vibe, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you're spending time and fellowshipping with your fans. And I'm not going to say any names, but there's a lot of artists that won't do that. There's a lot of artists that don't care.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna put that out there. Remember the show we were with Spice One in Orange County, and we were Brother Lynch was there.
Mm-hmm.
For example, hey, I'm gonna say this because I'm a Brother Lynch fan, dog. Like huge Brother Lynch fan. Season of the Sickness made me want to start rapping. I used to rap over all him and X-Rated shit before I even had beats. So I'm gonna say this, dog. Brother Lynch dissed all his fans. You know what I mean? And Spice, he walked right past all of us. Dog. And there was only like 12, 14 people waiting around to meet homie. Out of like 100 people and shit. There was a lot of people there, but only a few people stuck around to try to get his attention, and he walked right past them, and it kind of blew me away because his music is so down to earth. And then you see Spice One, fucking platinum artist working with Tupac, Biggie, Scarface. There ain't nobody he ain't worked with, you know what I mean? Like he's just the biggest there is. And fucking walks right out, signs everybody's autographs out of his VIP booth where he's chilling, having a great time.
And that's the thing is he got a VIP booth right in the middle of everyone. And he spent the entire night there. And the bottom line is if you're an artist, if you ain't got fans, you ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know, I'm a salesperson. If I don't got customers to sell to, I ain't got shit. And I wasn't going to put that out there, but you know, Spice One, you know, and Afro Man's the same way. Afro Man will spend, you know, he'll do his 90 minutes of rapping and he will spend 10 hours if that's what it takes, talking to every single fan, taking a picture with every single fan, signing an autograph to every single fan. Do you know why? Because if everybody started hating him tomorrow, what's he got? Nothing.
And that is why they have longevity in the game, dog. Like, honestly, like, that's why I want to see them again. That's why I still play their fucking music religious. Hey, don't say, I'm not going to lie. I still bump Brother Lynch on. I got one of his homies getting on my show here pretty soon, tomorrow or the next day. Shout out to Heat Monster and shit, man. But, like, fuck, I got love.
Yeah, Ren? You talking about Ren?
I ran the Heat Monster getting on my show.
Man, let me tell you something. I can tell you a story. So Ren, I've never met. No, listen, Ren, I've never met. proper. I've never shook the man's hand proper. But here's the deal. I'm from Lodi, California. And anybody who knows the Doja Click
Doja
knows
Click.
they're from Stockton.
Yep.
So when I was listening to Season of the Sickness and when I was listening to, Doja Click songs, like, Stockton's just a jump 3 miles from Lodi. I mean, they connect. So, but I was so young then. So I've been a fan of Ren's ever since I was 13, 14 years old.
What
And
the
like we're
fuck?
cool on Facebook. And when he sees me, fucking around with Spice and Sibo and all these people, like he hits me up. But that's a group that is just from the next town over, if you will. But I mean, he's a monster. He's a beast, and he's a real killer. Like in the sense of he wants to help everybody. So yeah, I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah, the way he reached out to me, dog. He's like, "You fucking with the bishop like that? You're helping the bishop show me mad love, dog. Like, no problem. Like fucking, And I had to really study him because I'm not much. I didn't grow up around Stockton or anything like that. I know my Bay Area shit, Brother Lynch, Spice One. I know Sacramento shit like X Rated, and like I know Sibo. I know a lot of people, but I never heard of that. So I studied him, and this was one of the greatest. He's worked with everybody. That fucking Chicken Hill project he did is
Yeah,
explosive, bro. Like
and I know you
I
were gonna
think,
bring up Chicken Hill because you're a native and they're natives up there in Northern California. But yeah, Ren's a beast. He's an absolute beast in the game.
I'm honored to
And
have.
when he dropped songs like Dungeon and Suicide Letter, man, he just I'm from right there, and it's like I'm in Lodi, California, a place no one's ever heard of. And then we have these hip hop artists, dropping tapes after tapes after tapes. Notice I said tapes.
Yeah,
But he's a lyrical genius.
man, that's so dope. Yeah, there's not many people that you don't know. You are a hip hop fan, bro. Back, I see a commenting about the homie Mickey Avalon. Can we explain who he is and where he comes from and what he does?
Mickey Avalon is he's out on his own now. He's from a group called the Dyslexic Speed Readers. Sorry, it's hard to say that. And some of Mickey's big hits is that song My Dick, which everyone's heard, I'm sure. It's from Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. His song in Hangover, What Do You Do, in the beginning when they're by the pool. And then if anybody's watched We're the Millers, probably the hottest scene in the entire movie where Jennifer Aniston's stripping, that song Stroke Me. That's one of my best friends, Mickey Avalon. He's been around for a long, long time.
Man, you got to get him on here one day because if he's got connections to movies, to getting his music in movies, and he could help me get a damn song in the movies, that's a good check right there. I've been trying to actually study this synchronization where you could just live off of your songs in movies and enjoy life. That's like my next goal and step in my career. So if you could get him on here to talk to me about that, that'd be dope as fuck.
Yeah, I can get him on here.
Yeah, most definitely, because that's an important move. I'm trying next is getting my music in movies.
And the thing is, man, is all you got to do is grind every day, And if you get invited to a show where, like I said, where there's two people, if you make one of them a fan, it starts opening doors.
Yeah, I've been kind of lagging on shows and shit, but I feel like shows never really. Everyone just wants to pay to play these days and shit. I'd rather do my own shows and make some big money and shit.
I'm in. I mean, we can talk about how I met you if you really want.
Yeah, let's get into that, man. How did we meet?
So I can tell you how we met. You were a fan of a good brother of mine, and you wrote a song about him. And I was at the Players Ball, but it was the day before the ball, and it was like 3:00, and I had too much to drink in the morning out with all the players and pimps in Hollywood, and I was asleep. And Debbie the glass lady called my phone. I didn't answer, so she called my now ex-wife's phone. and she's like, "Hey, there's some kid, and she's, Mama's 70 years old, right? She's like, "There's some kid here that wrote a song about, Infamous, and he wants to film a video." And it was the year I was releasing the Nipsey Hussle Pimp Cup. I have the only Nipsey Hussle Pimp Cup. It was right after he passed away. And you see, I'm a fan of Nipsey. You can't really see it, but I have his All Money In and his dates. And she's like, he wants to film a video. And she made me get out of bed.
Yes,
And I
pounded
come
on
over
his
to,
door.
yeah. And she made me come over and meet you. And we did the video for church. And, it's one of those connections. And we've built mountains since then together.
Let me clear up this story real quick for everybody that doesn't know me, that's tuning in from Brian's side, and that's tuning in from my side as well, that doesn't know the story, because it was a song produced by my boy Dilda Respect. He's gonna be on here Cinco de Mayo. It was like half rainy, half weird kind of weather day in Hollywood. We were driving up there. I was going to meet a homie of mine. He showed me a lot of love online, and I idolized what he was doing in his life. Like, he was a straight boss. I'm not gonna mention his name because he's the infamous one, but I'm gonna let you know, I thought he was the creator of the word church, because I didn't know nothing about this whole lifestyle. I didn't know nothing. I knew who the Bishop Don Magic Juan was, and I knew he's been in movies, and I know he's a celebrity superstar, right? But I had no clue who created this word church. I knew everyone was fucking singing church. And I said, I'm going to make a song called Church for the Infamous. And I made a song called Church for Infamous on a Dilda Respect beat. He loved it. He loved it. And I was happy he loved it. And he was out here at the Players Ball in Los Angeles. Mind you, he comes from the Midwest. The homie I made the song for, he's not even from California. I'm a Cali cat. He was out here one weekend. I caught him. When he was here, I met him at his hotel room. Homie comes out regular gear, right? He tells me, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get changed. We're going to knock out this video. I'm fucking stoked, right? I'm waiting out in front of this hotel on Hollywood Boulevard chilling. This the biggest boss in the Midwest, right? Homie fucking says, all right. He comes down and gets me, brings me up to his room. He says, Mama Debbie said it's cool if you could come up, because he was sharing a room with Mama Debbie. Mama Debbie is the creator of the Pimp Cups. She's done cups for Don Magic Juan, Snoop Dogg, Little John. She created the Crunk Cups for Little John. So these people like 50 Cent, Nelly, the list goes on by the thousands of celebrities, like top A-list celebrities, all the way up to Eddie Murphy. She was there. I didn't even know she was there. She was in the room with him, an icon, a legend. They had awards everywhere. They had cups everywhere. They had $100,000 furs everywhere. Chinchilla. It was a beautiful scene. I never seen nothing like this in my life. You know what I mean? The homie said, like, this lady bought me this jacket. She asked me if I wanted a house or the jacket. I told her I wanted the jacket. I already got houses. You know what I mean? Like, the stories I was hearing was shit that I never heard before in my life. Yeah, I made the song Church. She goes pounding on the door next door. She goes, boom, boom, boom. Brian. Brian peeks out the door, fucking probably tired as fuck from the Players Ball all damn weekend long. This kid out here wants to do a music video for his song he made for Infamous. All right, Mama, I'll be right out. Close the door. Comes out with this cup. I'm already in there looking at this Nipsey Hussle cup because she broke the glass on the way over there. And she said Brian's upset. He was in tears about this damn cup. He doesn't even, so we didn't even think he was going to be involved with this because he was upset about this cup being broken, right? A Nipsey Hussle glass right after Nipsey Hussle passed away. And the trippy shit is that I opened up for Nipsey Hussle and YG before he passed away. So I got to hand the mic literally to Nipsey Hussle. I opened up for him, handed him the mic. I was like the opener before Nipsey, and he brought out YG. It was a crazy situation. So when I seen this cup, we were taking pictures. Me and Dilda Respect were in awe about this whole situation. The homies get all pimped out. We go do the church music video in Hollywood Boulevard. There's the cup right there. That's a legendary cup. Oh my god!
And I want to show you because there's no more. She only made one, and yes, it did get broke, as you can see. So if you look, she held it together so I can go to the ball with AM/PM coffee lids. Still signed by Debbie. It's Crit Blue, representing Nipsey. But it got, I mean, you can see there's glue everywhere. There's her signature. Like it had his, the day he died and the day he, was born. And it's held together with AM/PM coffee cups. Because I had to show out at the ball for Nipsey.
You got the Nipsey tattoo and everything, bro. Like your love for Nipsey is strong, bro. Like that shit's real shit. Like, it's crazy. When I opened up for Nipsey, he wasn't that famous. It was like 2011, 2012. I think he was at the barely peaking through. He dropped a couple hits. He did that song with YG, and it was blowing up. That YG came out with Tootin' and Booted. And he was on Nipsey's show, and he busted that. I was gonna pull up this video for everybody and shit, so they can see what I'm talking about.
So the deal with Nipsey is, people. There it is. So people in America and all over the world want to see people, not living, not thriving, and Nipsey's one of those guys who was making great music. Giving back to Crenshaw and Slauson and doing everything he can do for other people. But he became famous. Like I can tell you, he had 1.7 million followers the day he was shot. Within 48 hours, he had 4 million followers.
That's what I'm saying. Like before he got shot, he wasn't as famous as he was. And I mean, he had a sold out show. Don't get me wrong. The motherfucker had momentum. And he was going to be that big, but due to him being killed, I do believe it made him the icon that he is. But fucking,
and how sad is that? Nipsey's a man. He's a son. He's a dad. He was getting ready to marry Lauren London.
Right.
And it took him dying for people to put it down for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I remember the moment, he had people waving his gear. Like there was marathon. I have the picture of him on stage. I was right there. We caught it from the side, and you could see people waving his gear out in the crowd. And I was on that same fucking tip. Like it's so crazy, dog. Like me and him probably started our clothing company around the same damn time. Same fucking time, G.
So you got to die to be fucking famous and sell your clothes?
That's what I'm saying. Like it sucks, dog. These fools, I don't know who is not. I mean, I hate to say it, who's managing him? Like, what the fuck? Like, did you want him to die? Like, you guys just let it happen? Like, nobody was protecting homie. Homie should not have been out in that fucking parking lot hooking up somebody up with t-shirts that just got out of prison. That's not his job.
Yeah, but that was his homeboy.
I don't give a fuck. That's not his job. He needs to be chilling. He was already doing shit with DJ Khaled. He was already up there.
Yeah.
When you're in that position, you don't go back. I tell the homies on the Indian reservation all the time, dog, like, I'm not gonna be a superstar, but fuck, I need to be protected. I used to hurt people when I was a kid on the res. There's people that don't like me. You know what I mean? Like, just because I'm older now and fucking shit's changed, that you think they forgot? Some people hold on to stuff for their whole entire lives. A lot of people need counseling. A lot of people need to talk to somebody and get over their shit. But I'm telling you, dog, I think the special people in the world need to be protected, especially artists, entertainers, people. And, you get vulnerable. I know you want to be out there and be a normal cat, but you can't, dog, especially when you're fucking, he had Steve Lobel and shit helping him, big Jewish bosses with big dollars helping him and shit. Like he was about to go multi-triple diamond like Drake.
Yeah, but here's the thing, if you can't trust your own friend, who can you trust? And I'm telling you, it's because the world just wants to see everybody else fail. You feel me? Like we're so divided and we're so against everybody else. And that's the bottom line is like, you know, if I could wake up tomorrow and make you $1,000, I don't want shit from it. You know what I'm
And that's what I'm
saying?
saying. But you've already put that in my pocket. Like, what the fuck? I paid Spice One like half. I already made that song shit back off the streams. You know what I mean? Like Spice One sells. I sell. You know, every
Right.
song I do, I sell, dog. I sell my records. You know what I mean? Like that's why I say like.
And when I'm
I
at your house and you order Chinese food and you know, and I offer you some money, I offer you to fucking, hey, how much was the food? Like, you don't take it. You won't take my money,
nah.
but I'm still going to pay for my own. Like,
Yeah.
help everybody win. The world as a whole is a monster. And if we all just focused on the same thing, we could all be living the life. We could all have it.
That's why I salute my wife and my son Jaren Draws and my other kids too, Kenneth and Ethan. They all back me, dog. Like I got a good team right here. I don't gotta go out and find no team no more. You know what I mean? Like I used to think I had to have certain people around me and all these. Like, nah, bro, you could do this shit from your family. Like I'm running this show from the online. Like I don't gotta go. Like I was going packing up all my equipment every weekend, just going to do the Bishop and Friends show in Hollywood and shit every single day. You know what I mean? And like just to get hit by a disease like that and canceled the whole motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? Like you didn't get nothing much out of it but some connections. You know what I mean? Like, and that's because of my motherfucking confidence. You know what I mean? No, and I was doubted the whole time. You know what I mean? Like you
It's
have
your
a lot of
confidence and your personality and demeanor. Like if you walked in and, you know, filmed that podcast with, you know, with Bishop as an asshole, no one's going to support you. They're not. You wouldn't have, you know, multiples of thousands of people watching your podcast if you were a dick. But listen, let me ask you a question. If we go to a show tomorrow and I make 500 and you make $2,000, are you going to think less of a man of me?
hell no.
You feel
I'll
me?
break you up. I'll try to even it out. I'll be like, what the fuck? I don't like making more money than people, especially when we're out working the same job. But fucking
that's the point. Haters are always gonna be like, oh, fucking Silencer made 2,000 and B only made 500 and he's an asshole. No, way to win. You know, and that's the truth. Make sure you want to see success in everybody else.
Yeah, that's why I started West Coast. Like that. I think that's why I got this podcast rolling too, dog. Like I'm tired of hitting people up to be on their platforms. You know what I mean? Like why the fuck should I have to hit people? You don't see how hard I was working out here. When I hit you up the first time, you should have told me yes. I shouldn't have to hit you up a second time. I'm tired of that shit, dog. Me getting at you a second time don't make no fucking sense. That's why I tell people these days, like, fuck this, do your own thing. You know, hit me up if you need help because I've been in your shoes. You know what I mean? Like WestCoastWeActive.com is a platform for everybody. You know what I mean? Like I ain't charging, you know, whatever, $100 a month to run your fucking. I could put a link on my site and I'll update it constantly. That ain't shit. You know, people spending more on their weed and alcohol. I know I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I probably drank $300 worth of alcohol while we've been on this podcast.
see what I mean? Heavenly could have ran your whole site, whole month. You would have had a lot more revenue and a lot more eyes on you. Because you know what I mean. So that's what I tell people, dog. Like, take advantage of when someone speaks on something and they mean it. A lot of people speak on shit and they don't mean a damn thing.
Right. Because they're all in it for themselves, man. No one, like I can literally sit back and tell you that I've made more the artists than I've ever talked about, more money than maybe I make in a month. And I go to sleep at night, you know? Like I just put a big deal together for an artist and we're in the car and he's like, hey, I'm going to pay you this percentage, that percentage. I'm like, I don't want your percentage. I don't need it. I'm fortunate to do what I do. I just want to see you eat. I never want to see you not feeding your kids or not paying your cell phone bill or not driving your Maserati. Like, I don't care about I don't care about that. It
That's
makes
why I
me
think
feel.
that's why I think you'd be such a great record label owner, dog. Because like people, like I've heard stories of being in presence of Dr. Dre and shit like that, and they say he asks like, "Are you financially okay?" You know, like, are you like he doesn't want his artists that he's trying to develop stressed out. And if you feel like you have a financial burden or anything like that, he wants to clear that right away so you could write the best shit. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like when you have something stressing you out, you can't write your best music.
No, you can't. You got to be yourself. You got to be content in yourself.
Somebody said they want me to sign a t-shirt for you, man. I got you, bro. I'm going to sign. I'm going to put in some stickers for you. I'm going to write you a personal letter, man. I got you, dog. I look out for every single person that supports my website. I appreciate you. Big B's a big supporter of mine. He's been repping my clothing all over the world, Mexico, and all kinds of places, man. I
So
appreciate it every time.
that's my little brother JJ. He's one of my closest friends, and you know what he does is he supports the movement. So, if he wants a signature on, yeah, we got to do that because like this cat's just down the street and he supported everything I've done since I've known him. So,
Yeah, and I've been promising Big B that I'm gonna come up there to Reno. I'm gonna rock a dope ass set for you guys, man. I got so much new music and I'm really on point, like sharp as a Hanzo right now with my lyrics. So fucking, I'm gonna come up there and really do a great show for you guys on me for being shit. So
yeah, I mean, and we'll still figure out a way to put some money in your pocket. Not mine, because like I said, I'm fortunate enough to do what I do. But as I said, if you can come up here to Reno and get one fan, man, you won. It takes one fan at a time. And then before you know it, you're on the top of your game.
nah, man, I most definitely need to get to Reno. I've never been to Reno.
Stop, fool.
Never been to Reno, and I lived in Las Vegas for 6 years.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody thinks Nevada's small.
Yeah,
Nevada or Las Vegas is an 8-hour drive.
right.
Like we're not next door. And I tell people all the time I'm from Reno. Oh yeah, I've been to Las Vegas. Okay, cool. Well, we're up here where it's like 10 degrees, it's snowing. You feel me? Like people are skiing.
That's what I like about it because it's like it's diverse. You guys be skiing, fishing. I love that outdoor shit. I grew up on the res, you know what I mean? Like that's where I come from. So I might be in the city, but I ain't no city boy, you know what I mean?
You feel me?
So I love that Reno life. I need to go up there, dog. It's just I got 3 kids, I got 2 disabled children, and my wife. So it's hard to get out, man. It's hard. And I be trying to run this motherfucking business and it's hard, bro. But I'm gonna get up there.
Yeah, well, your kids and your wife, they're always welcome in my house. My house is their house. So them being disabled and having a wife, that don't mean shit to me because I'm not saying that your disabled kids don't mean shit to me, but if you got to come up here for a week or so and you want to bring yourself, your wife, your kids to my house, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we do, trying to watch people succeed.
Yeah.
Reach out, man. Help the next man. Do it. Do it real big. And let's all win.
Yeah, and you ain't lying, man. I told my lady, I said, try to see if B has like anything like video footage he wants to put up on here, anything like that. And you sent your homie's music, dog. And I actually have him booked for a show on my podcast already. I'm like, man, fuck that. This is about B tonight. You know what I mean? I ain't playing no one else's music tonight. This is about B. I want I want to hear B's story. I want him to just shine some light on his life and stuff like that. But just to let you know, I got Stallone Keys booked on this show because of you, man. Shout out to Stallone Keys. May 21st.
And that's my boy. And DJ Heavily said today, do you want to promote a website or anything like that? I'm like, no, I want to promote love and happiness, man. Help everybody win because at the end of the day, if everybody I'm around is winning, I'm gonna win, man. Being rich by yourself is lonely, bro.
And I'll fight for that too, dog. Like I really am a passionate person. Like I got in a heated conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, bro. And like he was like, "Oh, you're getting angry," and like it's not anger, it's a passion. Like I'm really passionate about this fucking industry and this game and I I gave up a lot in my life just to be a part of this hip hop shit. You know what I mean? Like, if anyone has anything going on, involve me. You know what I mean? Like, I could bring light to that situation. I could get that. I'm a great networker. I could pull people in. Like, that's what I do. It's just like, I always bring me around, man. Like, so I was like, fuck, it was a crazy ass conversation. And then we called back and it was like, fuck, it was so solid of a situation. Like, sometimes we need that confrontation, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he brought that to my attention as well. Like, fucking, uh, passion could become a good thing for business, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And helping people win can be a good thing for yourself. Quit hating on people.
Especially and it's hard, especially with like, fuck, I'm not saying like, especially when you've had so many losses in your life, bro. Like, I've had a lot of losses. I don't want to take anymore. Like, I want to just win, dog. Like you said, like, winning is so much better than losing, bro. I'm tired of that shit, man.
Yeah. But if you work every day, if you hustle every day, no one knows tomorrow. And it's crazy that I bring this up, but like the first love of my life that I was ever with, I was 16 years old. And she's I'm 39, so she's probably 35. And she didn't hit me on my birthday yesterday. What she does, I mean, we've been separate for 20 years, but she hits me every year on my birthday. And then I find out this morning, 35 years old, she had a heart attack.
Oh my
Like
god.
tomorrow's not like I just found this out today. And DJ Heavenly is like, "Hey B, are you okay?" Like, because she saw my post. Like tomorrow's promised to nobody. So be the best person that you can be, man, woman, it doesn't matter. And love people and just live your life, man. And I know I'm kind of stuttering because this girl's been close to me for a long time, but
Nah,
like
man,
just
I
live
send my
your life
condolences.
and do the best you can do. And when you pass, don't have any regrets. Don't regret that I was Big Silencer and I waste my whole life. Don't regret that I was Jenny and had a heart attack at 35. Like, just live your life, man. And ball till the wheels fall off.
That's why I get up every day. I ask God, protect me with your armor. Shit's gonna get hard out here. Fucking guide me in the right way. Like, we all have temptations. We all have problems. Like, shake that shit off for me. Like, I shook a big demon off. Like, I don't have nothing on me anymore, bro. Like, I feel so much better, like, fucking in life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just moving ahead. Like, there ain't nothing on me no more. You know what I mean? Like, anything that I could do for somebody, it's gonna happen. So I
Yeah.
want to give you a big shout out, bro, because I just lost a homegirl myself. Gee, it's weird as fuck that you said that because I had a homegirl just drop dead on the floor in the fucking restaurant, fucking fentanyl. G,
Yeah.
like, grew
And
up
this
with her
girl
my whole
didn't
life.
do Yeah, this
You
girl
know,
didn't do any drugs, didn't drink, and had a heart attack at 35 years old, man. And it's like, yeah, we broke up, 20 years ago, but we stayed in contact. Sometimes I wouldn't talk to her for a whole year, but she called me on my birthday, and she didn't call me. And then I wake up and she's dead. So just love love the person next to you. If you're at McDonald's and and someone in front of you is taking too long in the drive-through, just love them for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world's too short, man.
yeah, I get angry too. I have a short fuse. Someone in the drive-through too long, I'll be like, "What the fuck is going on?" I might reverse out of that bitch and go to the next restaurant. You know what I mean? But if someone's behind me, I'll be a little pissed. I'll be like, "Man, now I gotta wait it out." But yeah, that's fucking. You're right, man. Sometimes you just gotta let little shit go, let live. You know what I mean? I feel
You
like when
just
I try
never
to
know.
involve in people's lives too much, it's when it backfires in my face and shit. That's why I stay out of people's problems, especially love, relationships and shit like that. I don't even speak on that shit no more. Religion, I try to stay out of. Politics, try to stay out of, because that shit just turns to an argument, dog.
Right, right. But you just never know. Like I said, Dennis Hoff, the owner of the world famous Bunny Ranch, 4 years ago, asked me to bring hip hop artists to his birthday party. I brought Afro Man and Keek to Sneak. and we partied for 3 days hard. And the very next day, we were supposed to go to his pool party. And Afroman and I, Afroman had a show and we were doing things and we're like, we're kind of burned out partying with the 70-year-old for 3 days. And we didn't go to the pool party. And that, the very next morning he died. Like, you just never know. You never know.
And fucking, was this when Keek the Sneak was walking? Didn't he just get shot and now he's in a wheelchair forever?
He was in a wheelchair then.
Oh, okay. So that was recent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Dennis died. Dennis Hoff, who I love to death, died 3 years ago. And Keek was shot like 4 years ago. But yeah, he was in a wheelchair.
Man, that's the craziest shit, man. Fucking Keek the Sneak's one of my favorite Bay rappers. Like, you know what I mean? That fool's just got that style to his shit, G. And I've always saluted Keek the Sneak. I can't believe he chilled with him, dog. What was that like?
Oh, man, Keek's awesome. Come up to Reno. I could take you to the Bay and meet and hang out with Keek in a minute. That's my partner.
Fucking Reno's close to Sacramento, huh? That shit's like right across the street from the Bay Area.
Yeah. 2-3 hours.
That's crazy as fuck. Yeah, man. Shout out to Keek the Sneak. OG Afro man. He just played my song too the other day. He's a humble cat, G. Fucking shout out to him and Little Sodi. They played my song West Most Wanted in their whip cruising down the street. And they filmed it on their Instagram and they posted it on their page and shit. I was like, oh shit.
Yep, no, Keek's the homeboy.
Yeah, shout out to Keek the Sneak. Any other stories you got on you that you want to tell some people? You got some people tuning in right now showing you some love, B.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm trying to be loved by anybody that I can be loved by. You feel me? Because we just all got to win, man. At the end of the day, we got to win.
Fuck, I'm trying to win with you, man. I don't want to win without you because you're somebody that I swear, dog, like you're the other type of person I see on planes with me in the future and shit, going places. You know what I mean? Like you already invited me.
Play that West Coast WeActive Spice One song, and I'll be back in just a minute.
I'm gonna play Church real quick. I'm gonna show them that video that you're in with me, and then we'll play that too when you get back. I'm gonna have it's not even loaded up. I gotta load it up real quick.
All right, load it up.
All right, but this is that Church music video I'm talking about where we went and knocked on his door and woke his ass up. He just partied his ass off too that day.
I was sleeping.
Watch, check this shit out, y'all.
Deal to respect. That bitch so crazy. 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 She's a bitch.
Shout out to Big B and Dawn Infamous Z.
Nobody could tame. It should've fucked you paid. You belong to a rider. You belong to a rider.
No, that's alright. You don't have to worry about it. I'll just tell him to play it.
She's a bitch, she ain't for me. Said nobody could tame. It should've fucked you paid. You belong to a rider. You belong to a rider. I get the motherfucking loot like Fortnite. Take a motherfucker's head off like a sword fight. Tell a bitch shut up and pay me when I'm bored, right? Fuck tic-tac-toe, bitch. You better connect foe. Don't come back in my presence as you got mode.
Clock dough
with
a snot nose.
We stay open 24/7.
Shops not closed.
Through downtown LA, swerving, dodging potholes. Never broke when you got hoes. Freaky game on the hood of my whip, feet in the side of hot toes. I'm a boss, I'm the motherfucking head honcho. Main man on the Sancho. Got a poppin' pussy in a baby daddy's condo. And when I say jump, she comes here pronto. Once I got the money in my palms, I'm gone. That bitch so crazy. That bitch so crazy.
You uploaded the song?
That bitch so crazy. That bitch so crazy. That bitch so crazy. She's a bitch, she's in for me. Said nobody could tame me. Bitch, shut the fuck you, baby. You belong to a rider. You belong to a rider. That bitch so crazy. She's a freak, she information. Sitting on buddy good time.
It's not there, baby.
Shut up, fuck you, baby. You belong to a rider. You belong to a rider.
Don Infamous Z, the Midwest boss.
That's all good. He's gonna be coming back right now. I know, but I can't see. I'm gonna have to get back on right here. Yeah. Shout out to Don Infamous Z and Big B, Mama Debbie, and my boy Dil Respect on the beat, y'all. That was fucking Church music video. Go play that a couple times and enjoy that beat. That's a real West Coast beat. Like I said, crazy ass story how it all came to par. Like I didn't even know the homie fucking didn't even invent that shit. He was just a part of the church, and the church is the big organization. It's like bosses, entrepreneurs, OG pimps that used to be in the game back in the old days. Like they all show up and they show out. It's a crazy situation. It's like a fairy tale on earth. I don't know how much more I can explain the situation, but it's crazy. And when you don't come from Chicago,
when you're messing with the church, one thing about when you're messing with the church is, everybody loves each other. You feel me? Like it's just a big family.
Yeah.
Bishop got sick, unfortunately because of COVID, and everybody was there for him. Everybody wanted to see him, come back and, be the bishop. And whether not, and I'm not talking about necessarily pimping, but like just be who he is, and care for everyone like he does.
Yeah.
So
fucking that was a crazy situation, and only his son could get to him. And he really put in that work to get his dad healthy again. And I salute him and love him for that, bro, because he went to that extra extent and shit. Like as a father, for his father, I mean, as a son and father, like that's a connection. I hope my son, when I'm on my deathbed, like I swear I thought the bishop was on his way out, bro. My heart was hurting every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like when I seen his son go in there in that doctor's outfit, I was like, damn, that's how I want my son to be for me when I'm going. You know what I mean? Like by your side, sneaking in. That fool acted like a damn nurse and shit to get in there. He stole the nurse's outfit. Like that was soldieristic ninja status. You know what I mean?
Shout out to little Bishop, man, little Don Juan, man. And he rides for his dad, as we all should.
That's what I'm saying. Like we need more children like that. That's why my son right here is running my whole fucking show right here, dog. Like that's why I don't smoke on here, because like everyone's like, oh, you never light up and you never blaze. My son's right here running my damn show. Like I'm already lit. Like I get lit before the show starts. I'm having some beers with you because I don't get the fellowship with you too often. It's your birthday. I know it was yesterday, but it's still your birthday. Like last year we were out on Hollywood Boulevard walking down the street, tripping the fuck out and enjoying life. Happy to be in our presence, man. And I'm so happy today.
Happy to live another year. You feel me?
I'm honestly happy to get you on the podcast on your birthday, dog. That shit's dope as fuck to me, G. Like for real. Like we've been on for a good hour already, and I'm happy. And I'm having my beers, chilling. Like fuck, I ain't been this chilling a long time, man. Like just having honest conversations. That's what a podcast should be about. Shouldn't be no bullshit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like one thing you've earned is a lot of cups, man. You got to be drinking out of your cup. Shout out to Debbie the Glass Lady. That's my mama. I love her to death.
Yeah, I got my cup right here. I didn't pour my bottles in my cup. I got my water in my cup right now. But look at this motherfucker, boy.
Yeah. That's the Beast Cup right there. That's the beer stein.
She put the Dub C Dub A on the back. Shout out to Mama Debbie, the Glass Lady. She is retired. For a plug real quick. She is doing cups right now, 500 and up. She is kind of falling behind on her eyesight, so she will take about 3-6 weeks on delivery. but she is still making cups. So if you guys want to place an order for a pimp cup signed by Mama Debbie, look to put a deposit down of about $300 and another $200 on completion because she's ready to work. Shout out to everybody out there in the world that knows Mama Debbie. If you guys could say a prayer for her, she could use it.
Yeah. And the thing is like people don't realize, give it 5-6 months, if that long, and there will be no more pimp cups. There won't be, because she's the OG, the creator, the original, and she's 72 years old, man. She got to retire. She's got to, be herself for the last few years, whether it's 20 years or 5 years or 30 years or 50 years, like she's got to live her life, man. So if you're looking to get a cut in your lifetime, now's the time.
And it's good to have that as a piece of hip hop history. You know what I mean? Like I said, so many celebrities. Like I thought it was just Snoop Dogg, and I thought it was just 50 Cent and Little John. Like, nah, bro, she hooked up everybody with a cup.
Shit, this woman has gone from Snoop Dogg to Paris Hilton to shit. She was on Judge Mathis' show and pimped Judge Mathis.
A judge has a pimp cup, y'all. Judge Mathis has a pimp. She was on his show, y'all. I fucking still trip on that motherfucking shit.
I can tell you a story going back about 5-6 years. I had just pimped Dennis Hoff the first time, and his best friend Johnny Buss, who owns the Lakers, was there and saw my cup. And he was like, Kobe has one of those. How do I get one? I said, you don't even have to ask. And so the next time he showed up, I wish I had the picture available. I pimped the owner of the Lakers, Johnny Buss. And you know what he said to me? He's like, I'm going to put this in the Lakers trophy room right next to all of our trophies so that Kobe ain't the only one with a pimp cup. Like, Mama Debbie goes so far, so deep, you don't even know. Her cups are all over the world.
Yeah, like I told her, I said, it's just crazy enough. Like, shout out to Bishop Don Magic Juan once again. This guy brought Snoop Dogg to her damn house to get the cup during the fucking Smoke Yours tour. Like a big ass tour with Dr. Dre. Homie took time out to come to her house in Chicago and pick up his cups. Like, legendary shit like that is just what blows me away, bro. Like, I can't wait to see her for her birthday and really talk about that history and get this shit done, because like that woman deserves more flowers than a damn mortuary.
She's put her time in. I can tell you, it was probably 3-4 years ago that she had so many. It was a players ball. She flew to LA for the players ball, and she had so many cup orders. Mama didn't even go to the ball. She stayed home just making cups. She missed the whole ball. This is Bishop's friend for 50 years. And she missed the whole ball making cups. Putting her time in.
Yeah,
making
wait.
Sure making sure everybody had what they wanted to have.
Yep, and I can't wait for her interview, dog, because she's gonna spill all the beans and give all the tea.
She's such a sweetheart. I can't wait until you have her on the show. You should bring me on with her, and we can tell you stories, but I can't imagine the year that she flew all the way to Hollywood for the players ball and missed it because she was making cups for everyone. You feel me? Like, the bottom line is cherish everyone you know. You're not better than anybody. This person not better than you. Cherish everybody you know and live life to the fullest, because you don't want anybody at your funeral saying, oh, B lived a boring life and he was nobody. And just do you, man, and have fun, because life's too short. I don't care if you live to 40 or you live to 100. Life's too short. 100 years ain't enough.
And you inspire me to live life, man. If anyone lives life, you live life, B. You're a world traveler. You're a great father. Your kids are well taken care of. Your home's well kept. You're in a great community. You have you're do you, are your dogs around? Like, can you show these people your pets? Like, you have beautiful animals running around you, like expensive dogs. Gee, these aren't no little fucking cheap. These are expensive
Brooke
bred.
Harper.
Look at this. That's $1 million. Look at this dog right there, man. That's a show
$20,000
dog.
And my son, who won't get in the camera, like people look for French bulldogs every day, and you can't get these Merle colors.
Hey, boys.
So,
These dogs are adorable.
This dog right here is a $20,000 dog. That other one that was just in the picture, he's a $10,000 dog. And you know what? Some days I won't even turn the TV on. I just watch them be assholes. You know?
I love those
Chris,
dogs right there, man.
Now you're on. Now my son don't think his hair's done enough. But come here. No, get your ass over here. This is my baby.
Hi.
16-year-old. He wants to be dressed better to see you, but like I raise my kids. You feel me? Like I don't run around with $1 million necklaces and all this shit. Like I mean, I pay my child support for my kids that just don't want to be with me only simply because, they have friends there. And like, I'm buying my fourth house, man. And it's like, yeah, you could not take care of yourself and, have $100,000 car, or you can take care of yourself, your kids, your life, and still have $100,000 car. You feel me? Like, just love the one you're with.
Man. See, that's why I like talking to you, dog, because you inspire me to keep pushing every single day. Like, fucking.
You do it every day. You do. You break milestones that people haven't done in 15 years, 20 years, 25 years because they're for themselves.
That's my surroundings, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I got incredible Javier on my line right now, like legendary people making cartoons. He's writing a book
and you
about
brought me to his house.
Right, and he opened his doors. He had Spice One on his show, like crazy shit, dog. Like I'm just saying, like you got a lot of big people tuning in right now. You just had JJ Diaz buy a shirt off me. I'm gonna have to autograph it, send it to Reno. Like that's making moves, and just by you jumping on and being you, bro. I'm telling you, got a light on you, Brian. Like I don't know what it is. I can't even explain it because you don't even make music. Everyone I know that
I sell meat door to door. Like I knock on people's door and sell them meat, bro.
I know, but fuck it. Hey, you've done a lot of jobs. I mean, you were doing life insurance, all kinds of shit. Like you are a salesman, and you've never sold me nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like you're a crazy cat, dog. Like I trip on you, bro. Like you have this charisma about you. Like I'm just waiting to see you. Like maybe you'll get me my first $10 million deal for all I know. You something about you, dog. Like I'm gonna stick around for a little while, see what happens.
My charisma is I want to be the best man I can be, help everyone I can help, and die a peaceful death. That's my bottom line. That's it.
Well, shit, I don't want you to die anytime soon, and I ain't trying to go anywhere either. That's why I'm fucking trying to relax, have a great life, and fucking, I don't know, dog, like, stay positive, you know what I mean? Even though tomorrow's not promised and shit, but man, you need to don't mention. I know we have people dying around us, but I don't want you mentioning that word no more, Brian.
The bottom line is, and I'm not talking about like pro-death, obviously, but it's just be who you can be, man. Don't die with any regrets. That's the bottom line.
What do you think about regrets? Do you have any regrets?
No, I don't. I was homeless at 12 years old. Both my parents were addicted to meth and didn't give a fuck about me. And my mom's here taking care of me right now because of some shit I'm going through. But like, I can't promise that if I wasn't homeless at 12, Shelby, And I can't promise if I didn't live the life I lived and was homeless and eating out of dumpsters in Lodi at 13, I can't promise I'd be the man I was today. You can't live your life with regrets. Be proud of everything you do.
I just had to make sure
high school too. Huh?
I was just making sure you stand by your quote, because that's a strong quote, man. Live with no regret. I got a song called No Regrets with my boy Incredible Javier, actually. So that's a dope. I mean, I just got to hear it from the word of the mouth. Like, you say that, and that's a crazy ass saying. Don't live with no regrets, man. That's so important, because like, man, that's a big burden to hold.
I'm a 6th grade dropout. Like, I was fortunate enough that I can, be homeless and do what I do and have your house burnt down while people are trying to kill you. But whether you're a 6th grade dropout or whether you're a high school graduate with a 3.2 instead of a 3.8, be proud of that shit, because you did it. I'm not mad at my mom who's in this down the hallway, like, listening. Like, I'm not, what's the word? I'm not discouraged that my parents cared more about meth than they cared about raising me, because you know what? I probably wouldn't be who I am today if they didn't do that. So be proud of yourself. Whether you're white, black, fat, ugly, stupid, not stupid, like, be proud of yourself, because you're a legend. Everybody's a legend.
You know who told me that? Shout out to the homeboy DJ Master C. He said everyone who broke through their dad's nutsack and made it to Earth, like, you have 1 million sperm cells fighting to get to the fucking bag, and if you broke through and you got here on Earth, that means you were meant to be here, and you are a legend, because there was 1 million sperm cells trying to fight that same fight, and you broke through. That's crazy.
I think about it every day. If my parents weren't hooked on methamphetamines and cared more about me than their drugs, who would I be today?
Man, that's so cold. And for you to have the forgiveness and the understanding of, you had to go through that hardship to forgive and understand that, like, that wasn't that big of a deal for you, like, you brought her back in. You're like, fucking, an addiction ain't shit. You could get over that. You know what I mean? Like, look at her there now, taking care of you with what you're going through. Like, shout out to moms. I've sent your mom CMOS gel. She's a good woman. You know what I mean? Like,
you've sent her gel. Yeah, you have.
You know what I mean? Like, she's on the right path nowadays. So I salute her as a woman.
She's storming down the hallway probably because I'm talking about my parents caring more about meth than me and making me the man I am. Come here, Mama.
My mom took me to
Mama, tell Mama to come in the camera.
Hey, shout out to Mama B.
Come here.
Hi, Mama.
If it wasn't her caring more about meth than me when I was a kid, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Sad but true.
And I don't hate her one bit. Not one bit.
I'm the best.
You are. I love you. Thank you for coming on the show. That's so dope, G. Yeah, man. Fucking moms are everything. I've beat my mom to the ground. Like, all the stories she tells me, I feel so bad for my mom, dog. Like, I was just telling her, like, I don't know how I remember my mom with her hands, like, hiding in the room crying, like, all because of me and my punk ass brother, dog. And, like, for her to forgive us and get over the shit.
She probably doesn't remember this since she's in the kitchen right now, but one time I was getting kicked out of school. I was getting suspended and shit. And I was like, I'm going to kill myself. And she handed me a knife. She's like, then do it, you bitch. I was like 13 years old. And you know what I didn't do? I'm right here talking to you today, man.
She proved you wrong. First time I ever got called a bitch and didn't do shit about it.
You feel me? What's moms? So you're not going to fight moms.
Not that she proved you wrong. She called your bluff that day.
Yeah, she's a good poker player.
Damn. I'm down. All right, yeah. We actually got West Most Wanted up here in the music, in the video slot. I'm gonna play this. This song is being played in Los Angeles every Friday on Snoop Dogg's Cadillac Music with OG Daddy V on Dash Radio on Independent Fridays. All because of the man sitting here in this chair today. Big B, he brought Spice One over and plugged me in with the player prices and a lot of love. You know what I mean? We fellowshipped all day long. We walked the streets and we made a dope ass music video to this song. It's called West Most Wanted. I'm gonna play it for you guys really quick. Like, yeah, man. We got motherfucking Spice One, Betty Chico, all the way from the Bay Area down here in Southern California, man.
Mr. Bossellini roll up on a motherfucker with the heater quickly. Hella niggas talking about a hit, but they'll never get me. West Coast, we be active. Bitch niggas subtracted. Fuck around and get laid out, end up in a casket. Burn cookies like a monster. East Bay, a gangster. If you ever disrespect me, motherfucker, I'ma put a bank ya. Duck and dodge when I roll up. Nigga, you can even shoot back. But you better hit something. If you don't, I'ma lay your ass flat. We be getting funky in a mix like I'm doing DOC. Niggas to the talking shit, but they can never fuck with the OG. Choppers out when I mash up. They don't know what it's gon' be. Niggas knowing that it's Spice One, so they got infrareds on me. Could've hit him when I roll up, but I didn't come for the murder. Came here for the money, better back up, cause a murder letter, motherfucker better know his place, man. I don't wanna catch a case, man. You don't wanna fuck with Mr. Fetty Chico from the Bay, man.
Break the rules, shake the fools, made the news, never stayed in school, and you know we bout it, and you know we brought it. It's the West Most Wanted. It's the West Most Wanted. Hate to lose, paid my dues. Too late to choose. Church on the move, and you know we bout it, and you know we brought it. It's the West Most Wanted. It's the West Most Wanted. Constantly playing under pressure. Brought an Oakland warrior. Spice wanna come and bless you. The one that called up before I text you. Talking down on those who paved the way. I'm the one that come and check you. Check in and collector. SoCal representative. Sniper with the scope. Hit your dead center. Then go back to sipping my tea. Perfect cheat. In the tree for my anxiety. Big Chiefah. Ain't nobody as high as me. Big pimpin'. Church. Ain't nobody as fly as me. S to the P to the ICE. Stays in rotation. From the SGV to Rincon Reservation. Wanted dead or alive. Born to survive, block kid, hanging out the window just like Pac did. Screaming West Side, fellowshipping, anointed like Magic Don Juan Bishop. It's on him, it ain't in him, real game and ism. Wherever I go, at least one gangster's with him. Fool, don't act like you won't get precious, cause I'm formally dressed. I'm a paper getter, never stressed. It's nothing to a boss, man. It's next to last. Next to last. Next to last. Yeah. Go. Break the rules, shake the fools, made the news, never stayed in school, and you know we bout it, and you know we brought it. It's the West Most Wanted. It's the West Most Wanted. Hate to lose, paid my dues. Too late to choose. Church on the move, and you know we bout it, and you know we brought it. It's the West Most Wanted. It's the West Most Wanted.
You feel me? Like, I want to get straight into it, man. If anyone wants to call in and give some special words about Big B or want to give in, just to give some light on the show today, the number's right there, 626 569 8299, 569 8299, area code 626. We take calls on this show. We're always accepting calls. The website's right below. Like I said, a lot of people think most of us hip hop artists are just going direct to these artists and we're just getting the plug in. Nah, man, sometimes we got some good people on the sidelines that are living normal lives, taking care of their families, and they have these connections. So you got to network, you got to build relationships in this world to see where it's gonna take you. You know what I mean? Like me being involved with Don Infamous and Mama Debbie led me to such an icon such as Big B himself. You know what I mean? Like just right across the damn hall room, in the next room was somebody that was gonna make me one of my biggest hit records in my career. You know, that's just crazy shit to me. Like a lot of people don't understand how deep this shit gets, bro. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say I appreciate it, but I wouldn't say I'm a legend.
No, you are, because you made this happen. Like I said, like if I didn't, okay, like I even said how I met my girl. Like I had to go to a networking party to meet my girl, and she was a DJ that was getting all these people together, and I ended up meeting the homie that actually filmed this music video, Double D, and like he's been making most of my biggest projects, like some of the best films.
I love Double D, man. I met him at a Javier's show.
Right. He was right there filming the recap he did the whole recap of the day when Spice One came and everything like that. But he's been a major staple in my career. And he was cool with my girl. Like he never made no advances on my girl, none of that shit, bro. Like it's never been that way. It's always been just business between them. And like for me to meet her there, and like you know, like we're in this for the long run, dog. And like me and Double D have been in business forever, and that's one of my favorite photographers. He's gonna be doing my res movie for me. We did the reservation music video, and he's gonna be doing a movie for me on the reservation. So like the projects are just growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. But like I said, like fuck, bro, like people don't realize how important it is to build relationships in this shit, because something special could become of it.
Just love the next one.
He keeps saying love, and he comes from this. What year were you born, Brian? You're like a 70s cat, 80s cat.
83.
83. Oh, you're a youngster, man. You're only a couple. That's crazy. My girl's an 83 baby, dog. That's a great year. And fucking shout out to Little Sodi, 83rd Street. That's a crazy.
Little Sodi's my partner, man.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna have him on the show. You're gonna have him on the show.
I think I got him booked. What day is Little Sodi booked, babe? Yeah, Little Sodi, man. That fucking that's another icon. May 17th, I got him booked. I'm booked till November, G.
Damn.
I've never been
Here's
this
the thing,
booked in my
like
life.
Little Sodi, Baby Sodi, and all these cats and Afro Man, they're all A-Tray Crips, 83 Crips. But man, just get what you can get and love the next one up. You feel me? Like try to make everybody else famous around you or succeed around you, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Yeah, it's fucking like I've never been about that. Like I don't even care about the fame. I just want to get some money in so my family could chill and relax and shit. That's like all I've ever worried about. But like I salute you, man. You don't ask for nothing from people, dog. And like I've never heard a bad story about you. And you always give me the truth, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, because it's hard to find truth in this world full of lies, bro.
It's a world divided, full of lies, and everybody out for themselves.
Oh shit, we got a call from Big B. Let me see, or from Ditch real quick. Let me make sure my. Yo.
I love Ditch, man. Get him on the show.
I don't know why it's not going through. Hold on real quick. Hold on, y'all. Yo, hold on. I need you guys to call back in real quick. I'm going to hang up, and then I need you guys to call back real quick. I don't know what's going on. Hold on one second. I need to connect to the machine. Let me hang up and call back, y'all. Call back in. I don't know what the fuck. Hold on real quick. You got 2 calls coming in. JJ Diaz and Ditch Hood Associates. Master C's calling in too. Let me connect this to let me make sure it's connected 100%. Boom. It was because I was out driving before I hit this show, and I had an interview right before yours. So you guys go ahead and call in again. I'll take your call.
Unknown caller.
Diaz, that's first. Boom. Oh shit.
Call from.
Okay, we got Ditch Hood Associates.
To
Right here.
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, you're live on the air. What up, Big Ditch?
Oh, what's up, family? What's up, Silencer? What's up, Big D?
What's up, man?
We got the legendary
Hey,
president, Hood Associates, Ditch on the phone. What up, man?
I was just lamping, man. I was listening to the show for damn near at least an hour now, man. It's a good one tonight. Big D and Silencer chopping it up, telling some real game on them, man.
I had to drink a couple beers tonight. It's Big B's birthday, a little fellowship online. I had to do it. Ain't nothing to it.
Man, and I met,
Church
and
hates
before
Big
Ditch
D.
goes into it, I met the church and I met all the players and everybody I met through Ditch, man. That's the partner.
And man, and like you said, it's about passing the torch. It's about, bringing up the next man. You know what I mean? And that's what we're about, Big D. You know that, all of us. So. Bishop ain't never judged nobody. He don't judge anybody. He's like, okay, this dude's cool if he's solid and he's loyal. He's a real one. Shit, he in the circle then. You know what I mean? So, shit, it's just a blessing, man. All the time, all the good times we all had, including with Silencer and the stuff coming up, man.
Yeah, I'm new to the
Big
game.
things coming up.
Oh shit! I'm gonna take this call real quick because this is an OG in the game. I appreciate you calling in, Big Ditch. This is DJ Master Ace calling in.
Hey, man, it's all love.
I love you, big
Sure,
bro.
freak.
Love you. All right, let's get in here real
Call
quick.
from.
Master C.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yeah. DJ Master C.
Oh my God.
My
My
brother.
guy.
What's up with you?
Man, you are the legend. I mentioned you a little bit earlier. The homie was talking about legends, and I told him about the story where you explained the sperm breaking through the nutsack.
You stupid. Yes, it is. That's what is it? 3 million pieces of sperm are going through a nutsack. You're the only one that makes it through. You're a legend. You're legendary. You can start there.
Yeah, man, and
You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great. You are a legend yourself. You actually have a record out right now that just hit the charts by a storm called Legend with the legendary J-Ro himself.
And don't forget Breeze from the legendary group LA Posse. He also had a song called LA Posse and King Rasta Pedro, and it was all presented by Tony Hasbro for THC Studio, THC Collective. So yeah, we got that song Legend. We put it out a little bit last year. It had something like 85,000 views or something like that on YouTube. And I don't know the rest of them.
And they deserve every damn view, my brother, because that is a hit record. I appreciate you calling in tonight. You are a legend yourself, man. Master C, bro.
I'm just me, bro. I'm just me. I'm just me. I'm just a kid from Pacoima that likes to do music.
Yeah, shout out to the city of Pacoima.
Yeah, 818 when you definitely in the building. A lot of legendary people have came out of Pacoima. Besides like J-Ro. I'm calling my best friend J-Ro from Alcoholics. That's legend. The other individuals as itself, football legends, baseball legends, basketball legends that came out of Pacoima. So we got a little thing going on out here over the years.
Nah, man, J-Ro. Hey, a quick story. I don't want to interrupt, but fucking, I had known J-Ro and the Alcoholics my whole life growing up as a kid. I was chilling at a pizzeria with Master C up in Hollywood, and J-Ro's chilling right there, and I'm like, what up? I'm like, man, you be knowing fucking J-Ro, dog? And he's like, man, this is my best friend. I grew up with him since we were little kids and shit. I was starstruck.
Yeah. Me and J-Ro grew up on the same block, basically, right around the corner from each other, up on a place called Hampton Hills, that's in Pacoima. It's like Baldwin Hills of LA, you could say. But we grew up like literally rock throwing from each other. He was a rapper.
Yeah, man. Oh shit. Yeah, he actually hung up. But I want to finish this story real quick. Master C got me the shirt signed by J-Ro, and I actually got the shirt signed, finished up by the other artist from the Alcoholics, and I got a complete signature of both the Licks artists on that t-shirt. West Coast Reactive. Shout out to the homie Master C, man. Thank you for calling in. JJ Diaz, I missed your call because you were calling in on both, but I would love to hear what you got to say about Big B, man. If you want to call in on the line, 626-569-8299. Anyone that wants to call in and chop it up.
DJ Mac Ace.
Oh shit. Man, homie wants to talk to you. Okay, we got JJ Diaz coming on the line right here.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Boom. Yo, JJ Diaz, what up, man?
What's up, big man? How you doing?
Man, I appreciate you calling through, and I appreciate your support on the t-shirt, love, my dog.
Yeah, bro, I've been following you for a minute, and when I saw you was interviewing my boy, I was like, what? I didn't even know y'all knew each other, yo. I was like, I gotta get down and watch this for sure.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, Big B's a fucking legend. Like I said, he's behind the scenes. Like, not many people behind the scenes be as cool as Big B, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my man is definitely behind the scenes. It's actually quite surprising, everybody he knows.
Yeah, there ain't many people that he doesn't know, and the people that he does know, they're major factors in the game, and I can't wait to get up to Reno and chill with you guys, dog, because it sounds like it's always a good time. He be having motherfucking icons showing up to backyard birthday parties and shit. You know,
you got to live a life, man. You got to have fun.
But those are the type of situations.
Shout out Big B. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just, telling everybody just fucking live the game, man, and just enjoy your best life.
Yeah, that's all we can do, cuz I tell you what, some of us had it hard growing up. Now, when you can do it right, you got to do it right. You know what I mean?
Ain't it, man?
Ain't it, man?
That's why I like being around people like you, B, is because you've had that life, you know what I mean? Like your mom, all that shit. Like you ain't scared to express that lifestyle, dog. Like that's the lifestyle I grew up in. And like we grew up in like the same lifestyle in different places. And I know a lot of people could relate to that situation because I see a lot of people in there commenting, my mom did this, my mom did that. Like that's real shit, bro. And you still keep your mom in your life.
My mom's going to kill me, but like, I can't promise that if my mom and my dad wasn't addicted to meth more than their kids, I can't promise I'd be who I was today. But you can't hate them for their addictions or what they try to do. You just got to take the best memories and be yourself, man. Be yourself. I can't promise I'd be a millionaire like I am today if my mom wasn't addicted to fucking methamphetamines. I can't promise that. Because who knows? I could have lived a picture perfect life, had mom and dad and been in school and then gone to, pay $200,000 to go to college and then be broke. I can't promise that. What I promise myself is I'm not going to be like my mom or dad. I'm not.
Yeah, and you turned out to be a great father, bro. And you flipped the whole script. And that's the type of shit that I salute. You know what I mean? That's why I think I grip, like my boy Incredible Javier, gang life, his whole life. His kids don't know nothing about the streets, bro. And that trips me the fuck out. Like,
I've not protected my kids from anything. Everything I've been living in my life, my kids have seen. If I got shot at 6 months ago, my kids knew. Like, you can't protect someone from the world. And I'm not saying America, but you can't protect someone from the world because the world's full of haters.
Right.
So I've let my kids see everything I've gone through. And that's the end of the day.
Hey, and those kids, you got some good kids. I see them going to school. They do their thing. You know what I mean? They respect their mother and father, and you know what I mean? They live their life the right way.
I'm going through a bad breakup right now.
Yeah.
And my now ex-girlfriend's kid is in my house, placed by CPS. CPS got involved because of his mom. and they placed him with me. Like he's not even my kid. But they said his mom sucks, his dad sucks, his grandma suck, his sister suck, and left him with me. Why? Because you have to get good grades. You have to be who you are. You have to try hard to be around me.
Hey, man, I tell my son, you got to keep your A's up. You want to keep this cartoon rolling. You got to keep your grades up. You know, I salute my homie Cali West. He's the same way, dog. Like, he don't let nobody join his bike club, none of that shit, unless they got straight A's. Shout out to Cali West Clothing. I believe that's the way the ball should bounce, bro. You know what I mean? The kids are the future, and if we're fucking up and doing everything wrong, they're going to follow the same route.
100%, because everybody wants to follow in everybody else's footsteps.
Yes, sir. Man, we've been chopping it up for a long time. Any shout outs you want to give before we head out of here? Master C's calling in one more time. I got Master C. Let me get him on the line. This is a legendary DJ, man. He's a
Chris.
DJ Master C. Yo, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I don't know what happened. We were talking about you got my t-shirt signed by J-Ro, and I went recently to another show and I got it signed by Taj. So I got a West Coast Reactive t-shirt signed by J-Ro and Taj from the Licks.
Oh, now you just got to get East Swift.
Yeah, it's complete. My whole t-shirt's complete. I'm gonna frame it and put it up on my wall in my studio. I just wanted to let you know that t-shirt got completed.
That's dope. That's dope to hear. That's pretty dope. Yeah, man. I see you doing this new podcast. I see you trying to do things out there.
And that's my goal. Like I told the homie, I said, I'm tired of asking for help. I'm tired of asking people, get me on. I'm tired of telling people, get me on. And then I got to ask again. It's always a second time. So, you know what I mean? I might as well start my own shit, my own platform where I could get real righteous people on here and they could tell their story. You know what I mean? Like, that's my goal.
Yeah, and that's the move, because you can keep asking and asking and asking, but it's quicker getting done when you do it yourself. Right. Now, when you start doing it yourself, what happens, those same people that you're asking start coming to you and say, what can I do to help you further along whatever you're doing? So just do it yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I can't wait to get you on the show because you are a radio voice. You are a legend yourself, Master C. You called in on my brother's show, and this is his birthday. I appreciate you so much. Everything you've done for hip hop is iconic, bro. Like you said, you're another humble cat. You're like, I'm just me, but you're Master C, dog. You've DJ'd for many great legends. You know what I mean? You I look at you as a part of the Licks, you know?
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that 1,000. I am truly indebted to the alcoholic family and the liquor family, yes, you know, for helping me further, you know, just being in the spotlight or being in the shadow of them. But them being my brothers, you know, and not just Alcoholics, King T, Exhibit, you know, these cats are my brothers. We grew up before there was millions of dollars flashing around, you know, or whatever, millions of shows or millions of records being sold. You know, we grew up just kicking it, like, you know, yeah, we was in the studio, but that was our everyday thing, just kicking it, having fun, because I was with my brothers, you know?
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
Not with artists, not with artists, my brothers. There's a difference, you know. If you can make a brotherhood within this music industry, or within this entertainment industry, it's a powerful thing. It's a real thing. It lasts forever.
Yeah, man. And sometimes, like I said, like the homie right here that I got on the show tonight, he has nothing to do with music. He's just a solid cat that makes shit happen in the industry by being himself. And like, you're another cat, you know what I mean? Even though you are a DJ, you make shit happen for other people that aren't in the DJ community, you know what I mean? Like you do shows for people, but still, like you do a lot behind the scenes, and I appreciate you, my brother.
Well, you know, I always say, you know, the DJ is the guy that stands in the shadows in the background. You know, if the music gets turned off at the party, they don't look at nobody else, they look at the DJ. So my thing is, I always want to keep the party going, no matter what it is. let's keep it going. So that's what I've always done. From DJing and being a beat maker and being a producer and an engineer. Well, I'm a cat that has another hat. Beat maker, engineer, all of that. I like to stay. I'm not gonna say stay in the shadows, but I like to stay in that position where I can and will always help people further their career.
Man, that's what it's all about. I'm so happy about this episode tonight because it has been all about positivity, all about spreading positive love. And, like I'm a young homie. You guys are my OGs, man. And that's what I need to hear from people that are older in the game that have been around, because it confirms my mission. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be around good people to make it in this shit. If I'm around bad people, I'm not going to succeed in this shit.
It's all about the energy, brother. The energy.
Yes, sir. Hey, Master C, you have a great night.
I sure will. And let's do this again. I like to sit in on a full session one night with you with this, and we can talk all night about whatever.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna have Heavenly book you. We're gonna get you on the show for a full segment. I appreciate you for calling in, Master C. You are a legend, and I thank you so much, man. You have a great night. Stay safe. All right.
Okay, you just keep doing your thing, man. Don't worry about it. Just keep pushing your line, and I guarantee you people will be calling your line.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got DJ Master C calling in my line tonight on Big B show.
You guys have a great one. I'll talk to you soon.
Church, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Man, you got DJ Master C from the Alcoholics calling on your show. That motherfucker's a big motherfucker in the game.
And King T's my guy, man. So
that's King T's. That's King T's brother right there. Like, he's cool with Battle Cat and all that, man.
King T, shout out to the Alcoholics. Shout out to DJ Cell. Like, we're just all out here trying to live, man.
That's so crazy, dog. Like I said, like us just chopping it up for those extra seconds got those extra OGs in here, and that shit's like iconic moment right there, dog. Like, I didn't even book him on the show yet, man, and that just got him confirmed on the show and shit. So that's dope as fuck.
Yep.
Big B, my brother, I don't want to hold you up all night. I finished my 6-pack of Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. I didn't even get sponsored by them, but I'm giving them a shout out because this shit got me tilted. I wish I was there in Reno with you. Happy birthday, my brother. I love you with all my heart. I love your family. I love everything about you.
Love you too, man. If you ever want to just connect and talk about hip hop, just call me, man.
Hey, we'll get an episode 2 in for show.
Man.
All right, Big B. This is going to be up on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. It's going to be on all platforms. You guys could always rewind and play this, share it up, subscribe, do the good thing. Much love, Big B. I appreciate you for coming on the show tonight, man.
I love you and your family to death, man. And hey, help the next man up.
That's what it's all about. Let's keep that positive energy rolling. I'll talk to you soon, B. Late, man.
You got it.
Peace.